Hello, everyone, and thank you for being part of the United chapter. And please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you as long as this sports and as long as this Manchester United related right about here at the United chapter with me, your very host, Abu KALS, as I'm definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest trade as it comes in. We've got a lot of transfer news to talk about, but we've got great news about Rasmus HOJLUND, plus also Sofian Amrabat, Rasmus HOJLUND is an Atalanta football player, and also not forgetting that the one and only Sofian Amrabat is a Fiorentina football player, but also plays for the Morocco national team. A lot has happened. Welcome back from the win. Welcome back from the win against Arsenal. Manchester United beat Arsenal hands down. That was a thorough beating, I must say. It was a thorough beating. Manchester United beat Arsenal badly. It was a thorough beating with quite a lot of people coming up and saying Manchester United. We're told that United does not play friendlies. Every game is important and every game is treated equal. So a win is what Manchester United went into this expecting, and Manchester United got the win it definitely wanted and it definitely deserved. With the fact that there were quite two beautiful goals, two wonderful goals, one from Bruno Fernandes that was quite a brilliant one, a very good one, a massive one, very beautiful goal from Bruno Fernandes, I must say. And him being the captain, he opened up the scoring and everything went on quite smoothly for the club Manchester United. Really, him being given the captaincy of Manchester United, we'll remember that he came out and said a few things about him being the captain of Manchester United and how grateful he is, how he thinks that how Eric Ten Hag likes him and thinks that he's gonna take Manchester United to the next level. It was quite great news. Really, it was the best of news, and really, I must say, it's quite good information that I'm bringing to you today. And the second goal came from Jadon Sancho, a very wonderful football player, very good football player. Jadon Sancho is. So really, it's quite good information that I'm bringing to you today. Jadon Sancho scored the second goal. We're talking about transfers, by the way. We're going to be talking about transfers, who's gone where, who's remaining at the club, but mainly two football players. Arsenal really, I must say, Arsenal tried, but Manchester United was the better team. And welcome back from that full drama, that whole drama. It was a lot to talk about then, a lot of things in that game. And with the current Arsenal manager, Mikel Arteta, admitting that Manchester United is class. And Manchester United is a good football team at this moment. And do not forget that Manchester United really already had just had two signings in, and they performed the way it did with just two signings. What about when all these signings get in? What will happen? We will see a better and a much better Manchester United. Let us know what you definitely think about the two signings that have already signed for the club Manchester United, and one of them was did not play. One of them was Andre Onana. The signings the Manchester United has already had. You will remember that the first signing really is none other than the first signing is Mason Mount, who moved to the club Manchester United from the club Chelsea, and really he's a wonderful one. He played quite well. He's been improving his game every other time. Mason Mount, I like the way he handles his midfield. Really, he's quite a great one. With the fact that Eric Ten Hag had already tried to sign him when he was at Ajax Amsterdam and failed. Eric Ten Hag said, this time round, I'm in a better club. I'm in the best club in the world. The money is available. There's nothing that's going to stop me from buying the best football player that I want. And Eric Ten Hag definitely had to go for the one and only Mason Mount. Brilliant brilliant football player, very good midfielder, I must say. So I think that's quite good. That was definitely very, very good in that game. I really liked that game. I definitely liked that game. A lot of talent, really. And also talking a bit about Kobe Mino, the young gentleman really performed quite well. He's on the lips of every football fan, Manchester United fan, Kobe is a very good one and one for the next generation, and we anticipate that he's going to get quite more minutes when the season begins. He's going to get more minutes because him playing against Arsenal, and Arsenal put all the football players that out there. There were hardly any young football players from the academy. All of the football players that were there were old football players, really good football players. But Kobe really was in that team and really challenged the football players, and very many people comparing Kobe to Declan Rice. I mean, Declan Rice was both Declan Rice was bought at how much was it? £105 million, and Kobe is free. Kobe is free, definitely free. Oh, definitely, it was something that was quite good. And Luke Shaw, as usual, Luke Shaw performed very well as usual. Alejandro Garnacho, a young talent and one for the next generation. As many people were saying that Alejandro Garnacho was then, and right about now is Kobe. Anyway, let's really get into Jadon Sancho. Not forgetting Jadon Sancho also really performed quite well in scoring for Manchester United. That was definitely quite good. Anyway, let's talk about the football players Rasmus Højlund and Sofian Amrabat. Let's get the party started. Let's get the party rolling. You'll remember that Rasmus Højlund is an Atalanta football player who plays for the Atalanta club, and is been linked to the club Manchester United, and Manchester United has already had initial talks with the football player. And do not forget that despite the fact that Rasmus Højlund really despite the fact that Rasmus Højlund has already had a few talks, I will be put to consideration that there is a bit of a stumbling block really in this transfer with Paris Saint-Germain understanding that he is one of the best football players, and they decide that they're going to put a bid in for the football player. And PSG really, at this moment in time, they are not at good terms with Kylian Mbappe, and that's also something I'll be talking about. However, by the way, I just got information that Manchester United is amongst the clubs that are interested in signing Kylian Mbappe, and we'll be also talking about that. But for now, let's talk about Rasmus Højlund. And it will be put to note that Rasmus Højlund really, Paris Saint-Germain is now interested in Rasmus Højlund, and Manchester United are very much aware that Rasmus Højlund is a target that PSG is now looking at. So when Manchester United realized that that Paris Saint-Germain is trying to get into this contract, Manchester United made initial contact with the football player, and they had to have a few talks about his potential move to the club Manchester United. And really, it is reportedly said that Manchester United met with the agents of Rasmus Højlund to make sure that everything goes on quite well, and also United being aware that Paris Saint-Germain is very interested at this moment in time. Manchester United have decided to act quick and fast, and that's why we are most likely going to be seeing Rasmus Højlund ending up at Manchester United very soon. We are most likely going to be seeing Rasmus Højlund signing for Manchester United sooner than anticipated, because for a fact, we definitely know that PSG is a club that gets quite that has quite a lot of money and is capable of giving him a lot of money, really hiking the prices to make sure that they can get him. But Manchester United is very aware about this, and the fact that Manchester United is willing to almost triple his wages, get him on a very good wage, and give him enough gameplay. Definitely, his preference is gonna be Manchester United and not Paris Saint-Germain for sure. I cannot see the football player going to. I cannot see Rasmus Højlund really going to to Paris Saint-Germain, despite the fact that PSG is undoubtedly very, very, very interested at this moment in time. So, but also the fact that PSG is interested in Erasmus Højlund, really, that shows you that it shows you the type of football player he is. A PSG will not go for a rubbish football player, So, despite the fact that not a lot of information is really out about the football player, but the scouts of Manchester United spotted him and said he is definitely one to have. And the scouts really went in this transfer after the one and only the current manager of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, had said a few things about the football player. So let's hope everything really goes on quite well for Manchester United, and also let's hope that everything really goes on for quite well for Rasmus Højlund, and he can probably end up at the club Manchester United. Anyway, let's talk about yet another football player, and that's Rasmus Højlund. I can see a few people saying hello. Molinga, is that Malinga King Solo saying hello, hello. Then Slyman saying, Slyman Abiola saying hello to you. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who's been part of this, I'm saying for those of you in the comment section, you can also feel free to let us know what you definitely you think about the football player Rasmus Højlund, and also you can let us know where you're watching from, which part of the world are you watching from, which part of the country are you watching from, and I must say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you're in. Anyway, having said that, let's head into the Sofian Amrabat transfer. You will remember that Manchester United really has its focus in our appeal for you. Manchester United has its full focus at this moment in time. Manchester United has its full focus on the one and only Rasmus Højlund. But after Rasmus Højlund, it is reportedly said that because Manchester United is seeing this as a deal that's getting done very soon. But after Rasmus Højlund, Manchester United is definitely going to be seeing Sofian Amrabat. But put in consideration that Sofian Amrabat has been a target of Liverpool, and Sofian Amrabat, there is a possibility that Liverpool can hijack this transfer. But Manchester United really, I think they need to act fast. I think we definitely need to act quite fast to get Sofian Amrabat and not wait. But how Manchester United is doing is really, Manchester United is really getting everything on quite well and making sure they can get the Sofian Amrabat deal on. But at this moment in time, it is the one and only Rasmus Højlund. I can see still in the comment section, Simon saying, hey, hello, Simon. Thank you for being part of this, and thank you for watching. You can always let us know where you where you're watching from. Anyway, we're talking about Sofian Amrabat and Rasmus Højlund. So if Manchester United can land the pair, if Manchester United can land the two football players at the club, I definitely think that would definitely be great, and that would make it to a total of 4 transfers. The fact that Mason Mount is already in, Andre Onana is also already in, and not forgetting that the third football player that could be signed by the club, Manchester United, is most likely going to be the one and only Rasmus Højlund. And how it is planned after Rasmus Højlund is really signed, then Manchester United will be going in for Sofian Amrabat. I can see Michael is saying something here. Let's see. Michael saying, nice move for United. Let them do it fast. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael, and everybody in the comment section, thank you. So we definitely are most likely going to be seeing things going on quite well for Manchester United. Still in the comment section, I can see, hello, are you sure the deal will be concluded? And that's Joe Kings. Yes, the Rasmus deal, I think, is something that's why Manchester United is focusing on. Manchester United is focusing on the Rasmus Højlund deal at this moment in time. Manchester United is not looking at any other football player at this point in time, despite the fact that there are a few more links to Manchester United. The entire focus is on Rasmus Højlund, and Rasmus Højlund really are moving to the club, Manchester United. And the only problem in this transfer is Paris Saint-Germain. PSG have come on board and said they need Rasmus Højlund, and it is reportedly said that they have made contact with Atalanta. But the football players' preference is uh, the football players' preference is uh, the football player's preference is Manchester United. He wants to come to Manchester United and build the project together with Eric Ten Hag. So let's hope really everything goes on quite well. And that was a question from Joe Kings. I think I've answered your question. Any more questions? Feel free to get into the comment section and drop your comment over there. You can let us know where you're watching from. You can ask a question, and I'll definitely be glad to answer your question. Anyway, we are going to be heading into a media watch and see what is the media talking about, what is happening in the transfers as regards today and as regards Manchester United. Let's see. We need to get a reliable source over here and see what reliable sources are talking about. And I can see from Manchester Evening News. Manchester Evening News is quite a reliable source, I must say. Let's see what Manchester Evening News is saying. Manchester United transfer news live. Tottenham makes a hurricane decision and injury of Ahmad latest. So there was a possibility the hurricane could end up at Manchester United, Yeah. Let's really see what this is all about and what the Manchester Evening News is saying. It's a reliable source. So Manchester United's US preseason tour in full swing after Sunday's victory of 2-0, a victory over Arsenal at the MetLife Stadium, and that was in the United States of America. United Stars have more than the result to be happy about, though the squad managed to meet Pep Guardiola's idol actress, Julia Roberts, post-match after the fan of New York read the Raids. After the fan of New York, the Raids will split in half this week as a youthful side, including Johnny Evans, head to San Diego to face newly promoted Wrexham on Wednesday night. As for the senior members of the team, they are heading to Houston, where they will face La Liga giants Real Madrid. That's also a game to watch. Real Madrid versus Manchester United, and that will be on Thursday, and it will be a Thursday evening. One player who may be watching from the sidelines, though, is Ahmad. Why? Because Ahmad definitely might have picked up an injury. There is a big possibility that not a big possibility, he went off the game, really. Ahmad moved off the game while he was on crutches. So, really, that was not the best of things for Ahmad. And I can see here saying the former Sunderland loanee left New Jersey on crutches. So that's why they said, hey, after picking up an injury against the Gunners. However, the Ivorian has since reassured supporters the injury is not as bad as it seemed at first, and that's quite good news. When Ahmad has been playing for Sunderland, I mean, he scored quite a big number of goals, and that's why Eric Ten Hag said he needs to come back to Manchester United, and possibly he can fight for his place at Manchester United. And still in the media watch, meanwhile, Eric Ten Hag will continue his search for a new striker. Atalanta's Rasmus Højlund is the Reds' top target, but Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy has been told by owner Joe Lewis that Harry Kane cannot be allowed to run down his contract. This means he will either have to be sold or convinced to sign a new deal this summer, and the later of which looks unlikely. And what is happening with at this moment in time? What is really happening is, I don't know whether you get this. Running his contract down would mean that he can move away as a free agent. And I don't think that I do not think that the club I don't think the club, Tottenham Hotspurs, really are very much into uh, uh, him moving as a free agent because he costs quite a lot of money. So if the Tottenham Hotspurs boss has come out and said that the football player cannot run his contract and cannot move until his contract is done, that means he needs to make a bit of money. And that definitely shows that Manchester United at this moment in time has a chance to sign the football player Harry Kane. But you also can go into the comment section and let us know what you think about the football player. Let us know whether you think Manchester United should go on with the football player Rasmus Højlund, or it should change, or whether Manchester United should change and go with Harry Kane. It will be put to consideration that Harry Kane is a Premier League football player and he's already impressed in the Premier League. He's not coming to impress. He has already impressed. He's already played very well in the Premier League. So it's like buying a finished good ready for consumption. So I can see Simon over here saying, Simon from Kenya, and I wanted to know the new players came to United, who will be coming to the new players who came to United this summer. Okay, the new players who already have signed for Manchester United. Jokings, please. You can also Jokings is saying I have a question. You can drop your question. I'll answer you. For now, let me answer Simon. So Simon saying that he wants to know the new Manchester United signees. Manchester United has signed two football players, and one of them being the former Chelsea midfielder who spent 18 years at the Chelsea club, and that is Mason Mount. And besides Mason Mount, who's already started playing for United, apart from Mason Mount, Manchester United has effectively gone on and signed in the football player that Manchester United has signed, and Andre Onana, who's a very good goalkeeper and has played a good at Amsterdam with Carman of Manchester United, and moved to Inter Milan, and Inter Milan, he's also been playing quite well. And from Inter Milan, he's made a move to Manchester United, a move that is worth around, now actually it's £47 million. And that's quite great. I think, Simon, I've answered your question. So, having said that, we are in the media watch. Let's get into the media watch. We're in the media watch and seeing what our reliable sources are saying. We only talk about reliable sources. If I think the source is not that good, I don't think I'll be bringing everything to you. So that is it. That's what the Manchester Evening News has been saying. Manchester Evening News are saying that Rasmus Højlund is a top target, and also them talking about a possibility of Harry Kane playing for the club, Manchester United. It is now a big possibility. Let's see if we can get another reliable sources. The Express is also another good one, I must say. Express saying Arsenal could upset William Saliba by going ahead with Manchester United transfer hijack. What do they mean over here? I don't think that's they're talking about Arsenal or not Manchester United. We want a reliable source that's talking about Manchester United. And somebody again, I think we should also talk a little bit about the sale. The sale at this moment in time, Manchester United has not gone to conclusion with the sale. It will be noted that despite the fact that Manchester United, Manchester United is doing transactions, business transaction when it comes to football. The new owner of Manchester United is not yet unknown. The Glazers have not yet come out and announced who is the winner. It will be remembered that Sir Jim Ratcliffe put in a bid that is worth £5 billion, and Sheikh Jassim, uh, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, put in a bid that is worth £5.5 billion. And unlike Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad wants to take full control of the club and say goodbye to the Glazers. So it is up to the Glazers at this moment in time. So let's hope everything goes on quite well. But by the look of things, the Sir Jim Ratcliffe bid is there. They might go for Sir Jim Ratcliffe bid because it looks an improved bid and a much better bid. Then I can see Joe King saying, "Sir, will Mason Greenwood be able to play for Manchester United again?" Yes, there is a possibility that Manchester United is going to let him play. But we have to put in consideration and we have to understand that Mason Greenwood, his possibilities of playing for Manchester United, really, I must say, Greenwood and Manchester United. With Manchester United had a few things with Mason Greenwood. After that court case, Manchester United came out and said they're gonna be doing a private investigation. And at this moment in time, Manchester United's private investigation has not yet been out, but it is anticipated to be out anytime from now. However, it was noted that very many clubs are interested in the football player, and despite the fact that loads of clubs want him to go and play for them, it will be put to note that Eric Ten Hag said no, that he needs to remain at the club. He's not loaning him. With also other people saying that he should be loaned. We had actually some of the technical staff at Manchester United said he should be loaned because he's been away for quite a long period of time. He should be loaned, and then Manchester United can see how he plays because he's been off for a long period of time, and then they can bring him back. But from different sources, we've been hearing that Manchester United has revised themselves and they look like they're going to let him play for the club Manchester United because United need a football player like him. So we could be seeing Mason Greenwood really doing a comeback with the club Manchester United. So I hope everything moves on quite well for the club Manchester United, as we definitely know that everything is running on quite well, and we definitely are going to be seeing an improved Manchester United. As you know, we've been talking about Rasmus Højlund, and for please, Joe, anything comes about Rasmus about Mason Greenwood, really, I'll be glad to talk about him. Just subscribe and ring that notification bell so that if I bring out that information, you can definitely get it. So we've been talking about Rasmus Højlund, who is set to join Manchester United. And after Rasmus Højlund joins Manchester United, Sofian Amrabat is the next target for the club, Manchester United. Otherwise, thank you for being part of the United chapter, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss whatever I've got to bring to you. As long as this sports and as long as this Manchester United related, right about here at the United chapter, with me, your very host, Abu KALS. Thank you and goodbye for now.